What's going on there, crew? How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome. So, what we got going on here today? All right, here on YouTube Live, and got a request from a team to do some helmet decals. I'm going to test these things out because I think they're going to be pretty sweet, and I'm going to make helmet decals for a baseball team. Ty, what's up, buddy? How are you? Helmet decals for a baseball team out of Siser brick heat transfer vinyl. Okay? Yes. Siser brick heat transfer vinyl that you would normally put on shirts, like the brick on my shirt right here. And we are going to put it onto Bling Anything material. And I haven't done this before yet as far as what I'm going to do here. We're going to layer it 3 times. All right? So 3 layers of brick Siser heat transfer vinyl onto Bling Anything to make a sticker, to make on that baseball helmet a 3D look. And it's going to look so freaking sweet. Yes. The Dodgers have something like it. The Pirates have something like it. A lot of the big league teams have something like it. Obviously, they do it a different way than this. But to try and give you the ability to give your customer base that type of look that I think is going to be pretty awesome. So, 45 of you here already. We have 9 likes. I can't get started until you show the love. So let's see those likes. Let's go. What's up, Dale? How are you? What's up, Buffy? How are you? Todd, what's going on? Yvette, how are you? Tanu, John. Alicio, how are you? Maria, Mildred, how are you? Diane, how's it going, everybody? What's up, Grant? How you doing, buddy? You guys ready for this? So, the cool thing is I'm actually going, what's up, H-Town? How are you? I'm going to actually cut the Siser heat transfer vinyl because I know a lot of you guys, I'm telling you guys, the heat transfer vinyl is ridiculous. I'm going to show you a little something. Now, I made these, okay? Stay with me here, all right? I made these 2 products. You guys know how much of a Cubs fan I am. However, I lost a bet to Jim last year, and I have to pay up on my bet. So, please do not make stuff like this and sell it and try to profit from it. So I just made something that I'm going to wear into one video. And in this, I'm going to, I have to, unfortunately. But I wanted to try something out that's pretty sweet. So check this out. Check this out. Yeah, these lights are crazy bright today, aren't they? Let me dim this down a little bit. This guy here, let's get him off to the side a little bit too. Is that a little bit better? Still pretty bright, isn't it? But check this out. Number 1, I can't believe I have to wear this in a video. But number 1 is this one. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. But you can see brick layered on brick. Brick on brick, pretty sweet. And then it might like burn my heart as I put it on. How cool is that? Like, think about, this is where the point of this, to show you this, is think about your local high schools and your local leagues and stuff like that. How freaking sweet is that yellow brick with blue brick? Now, I want to explain to you what I did with this one, okay? Explain to you what I did with this one. I put it onto a blue hat, okay? Well, I needed that area there to be white in the background because that's kind of the way that the logo goes. So, I forgot we got all of our custom emojis. I like it, John. Boom. But that white back there, okay, I'm going to make a video on this, like a actual just regular YouTube video that'll go a lot quicker on the process. But the white back there, I know it's kind of hard to see, but that is Easy Weed. Eddie Greer, my man. New member. Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate the support. But that white in the background right there is easy weed. That was my first layer. And then I layered the yellow brick on top of that. And then I layered the blue on top of that. By the way, everybody, welcome Eddie to the YouTube member group. Appreciate it, Eddie. And just to let you guys know, the 25th is, okay, the 25th is National Wine Day. So the free rhinestone design download that's normally $15 on the website is in the community section for all of you YouTube members. It's completely free for you guys. You guys can go download it, but please remember, you have to download it during the week because come Monday next week, it won't be free anymore. All right? And then the coupon code for this week is actually for Bling Book pages, which we always get a lot of requests for. So those are all special for the YouTube membership. Okay, you don't have to join. Okay, I'm still gonna do videos like this right here. Okay, this isn't a exclusive video right here. However, if you are a member for the $4.99 a month, you will get a free design and a special member coupon code each week. And I guarantee you 1000% it will more than pay for itself, that $5. That's one Starbucks coffee that I would have a hard time giving up, but I would do it for that. All right, so pretty cool. Logo's not cool, but, and again, nothing, please don't ask for the file. I'm not gonna sell the file or give it away for free or anything. It's just for a bet that I lost and sucks for me. So here's what we got. I cut just the white piece so far, okay? I cut the matte, tried last week to use 65% on the font last week and it would not. Okay, Rebecca, shoot an email in on that. That was just a regular 65% off, but shoot an email. So I have my white brick. Here's what I'm gonna do, okay? These are gonna go on a white helmet. So I'm gonna have a red brick on top of this, and then a white, kind of the middle layer, and then a blue as the bottom layer. So it's gonna be a red, white, and blue, and it's gonna be for, obviously, the Patriots team here, all right? So what we need to do is we need to get our material loaded and everything, so let's head over here. So I'm gonna actually flip the camera around here for you guys. Give me a second. So I gotta flip around here. Let's give you our view of the Graphtec here. Let's get this bad boy going. No, it's not the Pirates, it's the Patriots. Did I say Pirates? Sorry, Patriots. Red, white, and blue. We're not Pittsburgh Pirates. This is a youth team that I'm doing it for. So, got a Graphtec set up. I have a little thin piece of my brick heat transfer vinyl here, okay? So to load this in, I'm gonna load on the right side. I gotta make sure to cover up my sensor right there. So sensor's covered, good to go. Everything looks good there. Drop it down. I'm gonna hit 1 for front edge. That's gonna drop it to the top right there. And now that I have that, I'm just gonna go over to the software quick. You won't be able to see this part to send it to the cutter. Now, just to let you guys know, I am actually using the Graphtec CE 6060 here, and I am using a force of 21, speed of 30, and I'm using a 45-degree blade, and that's the part that most people are like, what? You're using a 45-degree blade on the brick? So when I peel this, if you cut the brick right, it's actually one of the easiest materials to weed. It's just a matter of getting those settings. So there we go. Sweet. And now I'm gonna load my royal blue. We got ourselves a new member, Mr. Dale Prescott. Thank you very much for joining Dale. I appreciate it. Everybody welcome Dale to the YouTube member group. how do we find the right settings? Kelly, to find the right settings, it's just a matter of testing it. Do small little test cuts and find out what's going to work for you as far as your blade wise. Now, me using a 21 force, okay? Me using a 21 of force and me using the 45-degree blade, one key feature with that is I am using the vinyl overcut feature. So that's a big thing there. Big thing there. I've wasted so much material on the Expert too. Now, Kelly, are you using the vinyl overcut in the Wizard? Okay, I gotta head over here to the software real quick to get this last one sent over. So in the software over here, I'm just going to Cutting Master 4 and getting this set up. And you can see how quick I switched and went there. Yes, you do? Okay. Now, Kelly, honestly, you shouldn't, and I'll get a video out, you shouldn't have an issue cutting it on the Expert, but one thing I can guarantee you is the Expert is not going to cut as good as the Graphtec. And obviously, a reason for that. The Graphtec's a $1,700, $1,800 cutter, and the Expert is a $500 cutter. So it's a stepper motor versus obviously a servo motor. So that does make a big difference, okay? But I've cut brick plenty of times on the Expert as well. So it's just a matter of finding those settings. The link for the freebie, you just need to be a member on the YouTube membership. And then once you're a member, under the community tab, you will see a members only post. And they're the only ones that will be able to see that. Okay? My day is complete. Pilar said hi. All right, so we got these bad boys. Let's go ahead and trim here. Now, one thing I do need to go get, and I'm not sure if I have it yet, is I need to get some heat tape. And let's trim this here. So, what my goal is with this is to go blue, white, and red. 3 layers, which I think is going to look pretty sick, especially on that helmet. And everybody's going to love it because they all have just flat decals right now, just flat stickers. I think this is going to look pretty sick, and every other team is going to want something like this. If it comes out right, I'm not sure. I'm testing it with you guys here today. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping it comes out amazing, right? So now what I need to do is, let me find some heat tape real quick. See if I have any in here. And I don't know if I do, so you guys might have to take a quick walk with me to Shirts and Stones if I don't have any in here. None there. None there. I don't see any. I don't see any. Let's take a little walk. John, how you doing, buddy? Devin's in here. And there's Mom. Everybody say hi to Devin and Mom. Can I borrow Philip in there? Philip! Hey, Philip. Can I borrow the heat tape, please?
Yeah.
Everybody says hi.
Aww.
All right, got heat tape. Can somebody tell me where I can find the members files? Charles, when you go to our main YouTube channel, near the top you'll see a little community button. Click on that, and because you're a member, you'll see a post that says members only post. Yeah, Todd, believe me, I am not good at bringing them back. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not. All right, so let's go ahead and flip back around here. Let's get this up a little bit here so you guys can see. Oh, almost had man down right there. Okay, let's do this. So, we have Bling Anything. We have our brick. Let's cut a piece of Bling Anything that is big enough for it. And honestly, the hardest part of this, I think, by far, is going to be just getting it lined up right. And with the tape, I'm just not sure how much the tape is going to try to stick to the Bling Anything. Matt, can I purchase the calculator? Yes, that calculator that we have on the website that's outside of the software, that one is just a Microsoft Excel file. Okay, so you don't need the wizard to use that one. One of these days, yeah, the blinged out stand on the press. That one took a little while. It's all Bling Anything material though. So, my first press, I think I'll be okay with. So, shiny side, dull side. I'm looking at this here. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, all looks good there. I'm going to drop my blue down, flip it over. Now, the brick normally requires a longer press, but what I try to do with this is I try to go as little time as possible to where I can get away with it, to where it just sticks. So let's see if I did it here. Let's pull this here. Looks good. So with the brick being a cold peel like this, the one thing you need to be careful of is sometimes if you pull it too quick, you can get little bubbles in it. So what I did while it was still hot right there, I had a little bubble right there. I just basically pushed the bubble out with my finger. I'm sure you probably couldn't see it in the video there, but sometimes if you try to get it going and moving too quick and pull it too quick, you can get a little bubble with the brick and Bling Anything. So now I'm going to come back with my white. Now, I could press this right now, but I'm scared that it's going to move a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my heat tape to try to keep this down in the perfect spot. And I'm going to keep this outside the edges just because I know it's going to be kind of a pain on this one, but I want to show you. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. See how my heat tape is going a little bit past the Bling Anything material? That's an issue. So what's going to happen is when I pull this off, it's going to try and pull the Bling Anything material up, and it's going to make it a lot more difficult. All right, so let me come over here, and I'm going to see how it's already trying to pull it up. So what I'm going to do on this side, just to be safe so we don't ruin it, is I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to trim this tape down a little bit here so it doesn't go past it. And then I can see now my blue outline. So that looks good there. Let's flip this bad boy over here, and let's come down for this press. Again, not too long, not too long. And I'm going to let this one cool a little bit more. No, just lazy, Eddie. I need to shave it tonight. I honestly, I can't grow a beard or anything while that's cooling down. I can't grow a beard, I can't grow anything because when I had my cancer and I had surgery, I had radiation as well. So the radiation was all on this side of my face, so my hair won't grow in certain spots on the side of my face. So you'll never see me with a beard or goatee or anything, unless you want to see some spots everywhere. All right, so now I need to find where my carrier sheet is for this. There it is, and then slowly peel this away. But again, just being careful with the bling anything material. It can pull up. I'm not worried about if it pulls up a little bit on the edges. I just can't have it pull up too much, like where the actual P is. That's where my big issue is. So it looks good there. And then this part will try to stick to it here. Yes, I grow a summer beard. Some are here, some are there. It's like your summer teeth. All right. Patches McStone. Really, Todd? All right, last one we got here. I'm going to, again, let's get the P out here. And we're going to layer this on top. So that looks good there. Boom. Nice, nice, looking good. And let's come down with my last one. 82 of you here and 44 likes. What is going on? John, are you not on the job today? You got an off day? John, what's going on? Yes, that's funny, Charles. Let's go. Let's get those likes up. Come on. John's taking a day off today. All right. Let's get this cooled down a little bit. And again, sometimes if you let it cool down too much, it's not good either because it'll kind of try to stick to the bling anything a little bit too much as well. It's kind of like finding that happy area. Come over here, come along the edge here, and then like this part right here, it's trying to stick to that a lot, but it's not a problem as long as I get it past the actual design. So actually, I'm good to go. So I can just trim this here. And now, let's just trim around my decal. Man, this is gonna look freaking sweet. We got a new member. What's up, Vanessa? How are you? Everybody welcome Vanessa to the TRW member group. All right, so, oh man, I think this is gonna look so sweet. Trim it on the edges. Now again, I don't have to cut this perfect, right? You guys know the way that the bling anything material is. It doesn't have to be cut perfectly on the edge of it, but I always like to get pretty close to it just to make it look a little bit nicer. This is going to look like a big league helmet, but probably look a little bit better because we made it, right? And of course, if I were doing this for the whole team right now, I wouldn't cut one of them at a time. Now, my inside area, what's my plan with that? Probably, let's see what, I would actually probably grab like maybe an X-Acto knife, but let me see if I just snip it in there. See if I have a better pair of scissors here. Hold on. See if this pair of scissors will get it. There we go. And I'm just going to get around that edge in there a little bit, just so you don't really see anything. Again, once it goes on this helmet, it's going to be white background on the helmet, and you aren't going to be able to see any of this. But the more you trim out, the cleaner it's going to look. And then let's go with my edge here. I could probably even grab like a little X-Acto knife and hit it perfect. If I wanted to. No need though. Alright. What you think? But what I love about this, can everybody see the 3D look to it? And this is just a sticker now. So when I'm ready to put this on the helmet, it's basically just peel off the back here. And there we go. Perfectly on the helmet. Yep, just a peel and stick. So that's what's cool about it, is you don't necessarily have to put it on the helmet. You just send the customer this right here. You could send, I'm in Florida, I could send it to a team in California and they just peel and stick it on. But it really looks pretty sweet how it has that 3D look to it. And it's got the 3 layers, which I think is the really cool part of it. And again, that's what's going to make it stand out. You can see like the 3 steps, the blue, the white, and the red there. That is going to look so cool. Yes, sir. Looks like we got ourselves another successful live. All right, hold on, and I'll answer some questions for you before we head out here. Let's get this up a little bit. Now we need more colors of brick. I agree, Todd. I completely agree. What I would charge for this, so if I just did one of these, I have next to nothing in material. This can be scraps. It's not even 3 inches, okay? But if I were charging for a single one, I would charge $10. Now, if they were, all 3 are brick. Yes, AK, all 3 of them are brick. However, if I were doing a team order, okay? If I were doing a team order of this and maybe we did 12 of them, I would probably charge about $5 each, $5 to $6 a piece to do something like this. No problem. And you'll make huge profits, because the crazy part is making 12 of these will take just about as long as making one of them, right? Because I would be able to make all 12 of them and press all 12 of them at the same time. Have you tried cutting the bling anything with the Graphtec and the design? Yes, we have. We have, Dirt Bike. Here's the issue with it. A lot of times, here's the issue with it is when you do it and you're layering it, it's really, really difficult. It's really, really difficult. So to get it lined up perfect, if you're doing like 12 of them at a time, it takes more time to do that and cut the bling, anything and everything, than just trim around it with a pair of scissors real quick. Can the wizard be used to design on the new Roland VG2 540? Yeah, it can definitely. I mean, tech, of course you're still going to use VersaWorks to send everything to your VersaCam. But yeah, you can do all of your designing and creation and create your cut lines and everything in CorelDRAW and the wizard. Can you explain to people who don't know the difference between the stepper motor and the servo motor and why the servo motor is better? The servo motor is better is just the way that the actual motor is just a lot smoother. I mean, when you get into all the, I can get into the technical stuff of it, Todd, but nobody ever understands that. Just think of when it's cutting it going step by step instead of it being a smooth movement the entire time instead of going in steps. Even though when you look at, for example, the Cameo and the Expert, and you look at a stepper motor, people are like, oh, a stepper motor, that means I'm going to see it go, and it doesn't do that. Like the movements are still smooth enough to where it doesn't look like it, but that's what it's doing, and that's why it doesn't cut as crisp or as clean. And then another huge thing with it as well is the speed of it. It's a lot faster and it's a lot quieter. So here's the way I always try to explain to people. Is if you are using, let's say, an Expert or a Cameo, which again is good starting cutter to get going. However, we got a new member, Mildry. Welcome to the YouTube membership. Appreciate your support. But the deal is if you're using a Cameo or an Expert, all of you guys think about it this way. Here's the way I want you to think about it. There's 2 different things that are going to make this Graphtec or Roland with the servo motors pay for themselves very quickly, okay? And most people think it's because I'm going to be able to do bigger jobs. Is that part of it? Yes, but not one of the most important parts. Have a milkshake on me. What? Eddie, you're giving Mildred the milkshake and not me? But here's the deal. Where you're going to make that money back right away, is, number one, think of the material that you waste. Like someone was, I forget who it was, was it Kelly? Someone was just saying earlier, my cuts with the brick, and I've wasted so much brick material, okay? Or my cuts with this material, or this material, or this material, all right? So the thing is, all of that material that you may have wasted with that stepper motor, maybe you only waste 1/10 of that with a servo motor. There's a bunch of money there. Number two is when it cuts cleaner, when it cuts more, all the corners a lot better. This is what a lot of people don't think about. Your time involved in weeding, when you're searching through the trash can for all those L's and I's and dots and stuff that pulled up because you weren't paying attention and they didn't cut perfectly. Hey, they're going to cut a whole lot better. They're going to cut a whole lot better with the Graphtec and with the Rollin', which means you're not digging through the trash can as much, right? And think of the amount of time it saves you. Of course, time is money, right? So don't always just think of it as it's a bigger cutter or it's a faster cutter. Honestly, those two things aren't nearly as big as the amount of time that you save with weeding because it cuts so much cleaner, and the amount of material that you don't waste because it's cutting so much cleaner and it's more precise. Okay, I did see somebody ask about the membership. When you're on YouTube, whoever it was that asked, I didn't see. When you're on YouTube, all you're gonna do is you'll just see a little button for join, and you'll just click that join button, and it's just $4.99 a month, and it gets you the free design for the week, each week, and it also gets you a special coupon code for members only. Why does the new Cameo say they have 5,000 grams of new? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen all the new specs on the new Cameo yet, Dirt, but just to let you know, with that as well, I've yet to ever run into anything on basically any cutter. Maybe the Cameo, when it used to be the 1,000 micron brick, was a lot more difficult to cut. That's why they went to a 600 micron brick to make it a little bit thinner so you can cut it easier on the Cricut and the Cameo. But they're like the Graphtec and the Rollin', the GCCs, there's nothing as far as what we do. There's nothing as far as what we do that makes that I haven't been able to cut because of downforce. So that's probably one of the things I pay the least attention to when looking at the cutters. Mildred, you like the squirrel? You guys know every once in a while I squirrel. No problema, Renee. No problema. Actually, I'm not even using an impact font like Todd said. I'm actually going to use a special font for you. I was thinking of brush script. And I was even thinking of throwing a star on the design as well, like next to the text. When's the deadline? I promise it's in the works. Comic Sans, yes. Yeah, that's probably better, Todd. I should go that way. Maybe we'll do it as a free design. Jim Burke, new member. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, Jim. Welcome to the crew. Welcome to the member crew. How do you market and sell when you're in an area where most people don't want to pay more than $5 to $10 for a product, even when customized? You don't sell it to them, and you tell them to go get it customized somewhere else because they're not going to be able to. And if anybody is making it for $5 to $10 customized, they're going out of business soon anyway, so you don't need to worry about them. Stick to your prices, but here's probably my biggest point on that one. Aikisha, the biggest point on that one is, this is one of the things that you guys hear me say a lot, okay? You hear me say a lot, and I get this a lot too. When you're in an area that only will spend $5, $10, $20, whatever the price is, okay? You are in the same area that I am. You're in the same area that John is, and Rick is, and so, okay? You are in all of these. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Is when you do that, got another joinee, Quiet Train. Quiet Train. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate it. So here's the deal. Is all of you, oh, Quiet Train, shoot, you know what? I think you might have done the super chat thing that went on. Quiet Train, shoot us an email, Quiet Train, and I think you did the super chat, which just does like a one-time thing like that. It wasn't the membership. So shoot us a Facebook Messenger or an email so we can fix that for you and show you where the membership is versus the super chat thing. Because it came up, yours came up different. So we'll check on that. But, okay, yeah, we can figure that. And it may be because you're on your phone. Go onto your computer. Go onto your computer, and that's where you'll be able to do it. And even if you just join on your computer, and then we can refund the $4.99. But all of you have the same customer base. And that's why you always hear me talk about getting your online store. Getting on Etsy, getting on eBay, getting on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat and everything else, okay? So the one thing I never accept from you guys is I live in a small rural area, or I live here, or I live here. Hey, it doesn't matter where you live, you have access to the world, right? I have access to 100 of you right now in the middle of the day when you're probably at your regular job. So that's the biggest thing, is you need to make sure and get onto some type, and get yourself some type of online presence, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be difficult without that, just selling to your local customer base. I know you need more time. Believe me, Jim. Believe me, I do too. I hear you on that one. Unfortunately, that time for me getting started, and even still now, is the 2 in the morning to 4 in the morning time. I saw one of your members that you mentioned a website you used first started 8 years ago. Amber, what I used is Ecwid. ECWID, as in dog. Ecwid. That is, now believe me, there's a bunch of different ones out there, and I don't get anything from Ecwid, okay? But that's what I used, and I always share that with people because I used that probably the first 7, 8 years of my business. And it did great for me. It did what it needed to do, and it got me a customer base throughout the world. Man, that 10 to 3 a.m. slot's awesome, isn't it? For me, it is. Lorene and the kids are asleep. Bling and Wrigley will hop up with me and hang out, and we'll make stuff. We'll go on live. We'll make designs. We'll do all types of stuff. All right, crew. So what do you guys think? What do you think of my helmet sticker, 3D helmet sticker? I think this is pretty sweet. I'm telling you right now, had I known I could do this when I was the varsity baseball coach of the high school here, I'm 1,000% sure I would have paid for these and put them on my boys' helmets because they are sweet looking. Can I? Yeah, I think you could. I think you could, Eddie. Eddie said, well, here's the thing, Eddie. You can layer brick either way. You can layer brick on brick. It's a smooth surface. So, yeah, instead of turning it into a decal, I could have pressed this 3 layers onto a hat as well. So don't think it just has to turn into a sticker and go on a batting helmet, okay? It can go on a regular hat as well and still give that 3-color look. Heck yeah. All right, crew, we good to go? Sweet daddy. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out. No notice today, had 90 plus of you here today. That's freaking awesome. But appreciate all of you guys and all of your support with the YouTube membership. It's gonna more than pay for itself. But remember, every week, make sure to get on to that community tab every week, because come Monday each week, we got a new member. Manias, man, I can't pronounce it, but thank you very much for the support. Appreciate it. Go get that free design. Get that 10% off Bling Book pages for the week. Amber Titus, Amber, thank you very much. Everybody welcome Amber as well. Two new members to the group, and I am going to get Mania with an S. Manius. Is that better? AK, on the YouTube channel, you either need the newest version of the YouTube app on your phone. Sweet, thank you. Newest version of the YouTube app on your phone to hit the join button, or just go on your desktop and you'll see it on there when you go to the page. All right, crew? Sweet. You guys all have an amazing day. I'll be on the Matt Vassallo channel later today. Until then, we'll see you soon, group. All right? See you in Houston a little as well. What's up, Kelly? How are you? Houston in a couple weeks, right? Let's do this. And, hey, go check out the Facebook page. Guess what? I share it with you guys. You guys remember how I make the custom baseballs? Listen to this. You guys will love this. You guys are my crew. I make the custom baseball. Remember when I made a baseball 3 years ago that says, and you guys have all seen it, that come to the classes and come to the in-house and everything, that says, Jackson Vassallo, first home run? Guess what he did yesterday? To win the championship game and end it. To end the championship game, he hit his first home run. They got a ring. They got a bid to the Elite 11U World Series by winning the tournament. So now I get to actually make the baseball that says first home run for him. I told him, I'm not making you a ball like that until I was hoping for a bat flip or something. He didn't give it to me. He's not used to it yet. But it was cool. It was cool. I posted the video on the Facebook page if you haven't seen it yet. You guys know I share Maddie's gymnastics and Jackson's baseball with you guys as well. You guys are my big family. All right, crew. You guys all have an amazing